Hey YouTube, this is Tom at TM Aquatics and I hope you're all doing great. In today's video, a real quick product review on a new item I purchased here recently for the fish room, the Hygger HG815 Aquarium Magnetic Cleaner. This also has an attachable scraper. This happens to be the small size. You see, I have a couple of shrimp tanks here in the fish room with some real stubborn algae on the front glass. And no matter what I do, I just cannot get that glass clean. From everything that I read, this should be able to take care of that stubborn algae without any issue. So we're going to check this thing out. We're going to put it up to the test and see if it works as advertised. So stick around and check this one out. Alright YouTube, this is the Hygger HG815 Aquarium Magnetic Cleaner. This is the small size. And I did notice on the back it says that it's suitable for 5 to 10 millimeter or 3/16 to 3/8 thickness aquariums. So this should be able to handle everything back here in my fish room up to and including the 75-gallon tanks. This probably won't work so well on the 120-gallon red Severum tank out in the rec room. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and open this thing up. Full disclosure, I have opened it up and I have taken the plastic wrap off a couple of pieces. Of course, you have the user manual and instructions. Set those aside. This here is the part that will go in the tank. This has like a Velcro scrubby side on it that will scrub and clean the glass itself. And then in this bag here, there's an attachment that will be connected right here. And then there are two different blades in here. There is a stainless steel blade for glass aquariums, and then there's a plastic blade for acrylic aquariums. This here is the handle. This stays on the outside of the fish tank, and this is what you're going to hold on to. Now this thing is nice and ergonomically correct. It feels good in the hand. And then it also has this nice wood grain finish, so not only does it feel good in the hand where you can get a real nice solid grip on this, it looks nice as well. Now size-wise, again, this is the small, but you compare that to the mag float that I have. Now this is the medium-size mag float. This small-size Hygger is actually bigger than this medium-size mag float. And I also noticed that the magnets in this cleaner are much stronger than the mag float magnets. At least that's what I'm seeing, at least with the ones that I have here in my fish room. Alright, so in this little bag here, there's an attachment. There's two blades, the stainless steel and the plastic blade. This here attaches real easily to the business end of the magnet that goes in the tank. And then you simply slide up either the stainless blade or the plastic blade, depending on the type of tank that you have. I'm going to go ahead and set the camera down. We're going to attach the stainless steel blade and then check this out. Alright, so now we have the stainless steel blade on here. This thing is ready to go to work. So we're going to go ahead, get it in one of the shrimp tanks, and yeah, we're going to see how this thing performs. Alright YouTube, we have the magnet scraper in the tank, and I actually did a little test run here, and oh my gosh, this thing actually works great. Some of the reviews said that the blade will scratch the tank. I don't see any scratches in the glass per se, but man, this is making short work. And I'm going to be doing a water change on this tank here in just a little bit, so we'll get a lot of that algae out. But this is a stubborn algae. If you've ever had this type of dust algae or spot algae, again, I don't know what type of algae this is, but I'm sure if you've had it, you recognize it. This is a tough algae to get off when you're using something like just a regular algae pad or perhaps something like this. That algae just does not want to budge when you're using those traditional algae pads, but this thing is... I'm just kind of looking at the glass and I don't see any scratches in the glass, but what I do see is clean glass. Oh yeah. This thing is working like a champ. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and finish this tank up We're going to do a water change. We're going to try and get all this duckweed out as well. We'll circle back and show you the final results. All right, YouTube, check that out. What a night and day difference from where we started. This glass is crystal clear. Now, I didn't get too close to the bottom here because I didn't want to get any of this black diamond blasting grit between the magnet and the glass. That would be disastrous. That would scratch up the glass. So I didn't get too close down here to the bottom. I also tried to stay away from the silicone a little bit. I didn't want to run that blade underneath the silicone and dislodge it. I did nick the silicone right here, but otherwise all this area here was just covered in that real stubborn algae. You can still see it on the side of the tank. I'm not worried about the side of the tank. The shrimp go up there, they do what they got to do, but at least now I can see into this tank where before I really couldn't. I can see the shrimp, I can see the subwasser tang, I can see the bucephalandra in the back. Night and day difference. Really, really satisfied with the results. Alright, one last thing before we wrap up this video. People are probably wondering, does this float? The answer is yes. Just like the Mag Float and most of the other magnetic aquarium cleaners, in case this becomes dislodged, it's going to float to the surface, not sink to the bottom of the tank. Alright, YouTube, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I'll go ahead and drop a link for this item down in the description. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button, help me reach that milestone of 10,000 subscribers. Hit the like button on your way out. Thanks again for taking time out of your day to watch one of my videos. Until the next time, we'll catch you all later.